Christmas story is full of unlikely people with unlikely news in unlikely places. I'm here at Newlands Farm with some very licky cows, but 2,000 years ago, when the angels had left the stable, the shepherds said, let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened.
Bethlehem. What comes to mind when you hear the name of that city? If you're like me, it's the images and the Christmas cards and carols which describe a peaceful place. In our imaginations, Bethlehem is always calm and still and covered in snow. But today, Bethlehem is anything but peaceful. By contrast, it's caught up in a terrifying conflict. This Christmas, the land where Jesus was born and lived is in turmoil as war rages. Now, many people might think the fighting in the Holy Land somehow undermines the message of Christmas. But for me, it carries us to the heart of what Christmas is all about. 2,000 years ago, Jesus was born into a world of conflict and political turmoil. But in the midst of it, he showed people a different way of being alive. You see, he's God. In him, God has come to share in ordinary human life. And that means ordinary humans can share in God's life. Today, in 2023, we still live in a world of conflict. But the good news is that Jesus is still present in the midst of it. In following him, we don't find an escape route from our problems, rather we find the solution to them. In Jesus, God has come to share in our lives. So that means we can share in God's life. We can find our true home in Jesus. A world of conflict and sin is not the end of the story. Because of that child laid in the straw in Bethlehem, you and I can know everlasting peace with God. And that means we can be a people of peace today.
Find our true home in Jesus, the Prince of Peace, because Jesus has come and made his home with us. We can make our home with him, and that home is the blissful peace of knowing him. That's why all is calm, all is bright. But to bring to birth the Prince of Peace, God chose an unlikely teenage mum, an unlikely birthing suite with unlikely guests at the Bethlehem baby shower. In the same way, maybe not everything will be as you planned it this Christmas. Not all will be calm and bright. Your Christmas may be a challenging one, or it may be fun and full of laughter. Whether it's in joy or sorrow, you're most welcome to come home to your local church family this Christmas. Unlikely people with unlikely news. News of peace in a troubled world. And our prayer is that you may find his peace from heaven, your true home in Jesus this Christmas.